welcome back Senator Bernie Sanders. Good morning. Sonny?
Morning. How are you?
Morning, Bernie.
Good morning, Senator. Now, you heard what we had to say about the debate last night. What was your overall takeaway?
Well, let's just say it was not one of the great moments in American history. I think what you have in President Trump is somebody who is a pathological liar, somebody who doesn't believe that the rules apply to him, and somebody is a bully. And I know the moderator and certainly Joe Biden had a hard time dealing with that reality. But I think the most important point to be made is that Trump lied and lied and lied again. When asked whether or not he had come forward with a health care plan, we got 90 million Americans today who have no health insurance or are underinsured, and the cost of health care is soaring. And Trump has not done anything, zero, except to make a bad situation worse by going to the court system and trying to rule the Affordable Care Act unconstitutional, which would mean another 20 million people lose their health care. So when he said that he has a plan, that's a lie. When he said he's going to do something about the outrageously high cost of prescription drugs, that's a lie. He came up with some phony executive orders. He doesn't have the guts to take on the drug companies. So I think people have got to really understand that this guy lies all of the time.
Yes. We know that. We know that. And, you know, we also know his true colors ever since he attacked Rosie O'Donnell back in the day. He showed us what a thug he was then, if you recall that. But, you know, now we see his acceptance or his sanctioning these Proud Boys and the white supremacists. It's really kind of disgusting to have a president of the United States say things that he said last night to encourage these little criminals in the country. How dangerous really is it for the country to have the president back these people up, to say that he's on their side?
Well, Joy, this is what I want to say, and I say this from the bottom of my heart, is look, I have strong differences with Trump on healthcare. He doesn't even accept the science regarding climate change. His views on immigration are terrible. His views on housing are worse, et cetera, et cetera. But you know what the bottom line issue here? And today I speak not just to Democrats, but to Republicans and independents. You got a president right now who literally does not believe in the rule of law and does not believe in American democracy. What you heard him say last night in so many words is the system is rigged. And if by some chance I were to lose this election, it's not because the people want to throw me out. It's because it was a rigged system and I may not step down. So you got a president today, for the first time in the history of this country, who is telling the American people that if he loses the election, he might not step down. And he lies and lies and lies about mail-in ballots. And you know why he lies about mail-in ballots? Because the studies show quite clearly that for whatever reason, Republicans are more likely to walk into a polling booth on election day than Democrats. Democrats are much more likely to send in mail-in ballots. So what he is saying, hey, all these mail-in ballots, it's fraud. We may not even count them. And on election night, if he wins the initial vote, he will declare victory. Very dangerous situation for those of us who believe in democracy.
Senator Sanders, I want to play a clip from last night about health care and whether Joe Biden would allow people to keep their private insurance that actually involved you. So take a listen.
One of the big debates we had with 23 of my colleagues trying to win the nomination that I won were saying that Biden wanted to allow people to have private insurance still. They can. They do. They will under my proposal.
It's not what you've said,
But
and it's not what your party has said.
That is simply
your party
a lie.
doesn't say it. Your party wants to go socialist medicine.
My party is
and
me.
socialist
right
healthcare.
now, I am
and
the
they're going to
Democratic
dominate
Party.
you, Joe. You know that. Joe, you agreed with Bernie Sanders, who's far left, on the manifesto, we call it. And that gives you socialized medicine.
Look, hey,
Are you saying
I'm not
you
going to
didn't
listen
agree?
to him. The fact of the matter is, I beat Bernie Sanders.
Okay, so two questions for you. President Trump tweeted this morning, and he said at the end of his tweet, He disrespected Bernie, effectively calling him a loser. So I ask you, were you disrespected last night in what Joe Biden said? And two, is Joe Biden the Democratic Party right now?
Well, first of all, in terms of Trump, I know that Donald Trump loves me, and I know that Donald Trump supports everything that I believe in, and that's why he would send out that tweet out of compassion and concern for me. I know that, but you will excuse me if that may not quite be the case. Look, what that exchange was about was an interesting exchange, okay? Trump lied in saying that Biden supports my view. I happen to believe that I am right. I happen to believe that the United States should join every other major country on earth and guarantee health care to all people as a human right through a Medicare for all single-payer program. I absolutely believe that's right. I'm talking to you 50 miles away from the Canadian border where they do that. They spend half as much as we do per capita, yet they manage to guarantee health care to all people without any out-of-pocket expenses. That's my view. You know what? What Joe Biden said was right. He does not agree with me. So I wish he did, but he does not. Under his idea, under his plan, what he will do is, maintain employer-based health care. But this is what he will also do, which unfortunately he didn't get a chance to talk about. He will lower the age of Medicare eligibility, now at 65, down to 60. He will greatly expand health care to all people and lower the cost of prescription drugs. So what Trump said was, of course, a lie. I wish it were true, but it is not true.